Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, those joining us through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast, we're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, I don't have to tell you guys, the workforce has definitely changed a whole lot, and it continues to navigate new ways of working, whether it's talking about being fully remote or hybrid work environment like people like myself are still enjoying. But to highlight some of the achievements in multiple industries, Project Management Institute has released their top 50 most influential projects list. If you guys know, we've had PMI representatives on the program before. They are the world's leading professional organization for global community of project professionals and change makers. We're excited to welcome back to our program today Brantlee Underhill. She's going to talk us through this year's list and what we can learn from it. Brantlee, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So, Brantlee, let's talk about this list. I mean, what kind of stood out to you when you look at the most influential projects this year?
Well, PMI's most influential project list initially began in 2019 in honor of our 50th anniversary, and it highlighted the top 50 projects of the past 50 years. Now, since then, we've highlighted top projects on an annual basis, and this third edition shows the compelling efforts around the world and across industries that have achieved significant milestones which have impacted our society in the past year. The list includes a total of 246 projects covering specific industries and locations.
So, Brantlee, for our audience out there, for those who haven't had a chance to look at the list, we're going to let them know how they can do that. But which project topped the list this year?
The highest ranked project on the top 50 list is probably not a surprise. It's the mRNA COVID-19 vaccine, created in under a year by companies Moderna, Pfizer, and BioNTech. And it's obviously one of the most important projects of the year for so many reasons. We know that the project teams had delivered by the end of 2020, as vaccinations were underway when we entered 2021. An interesting side note about this is that researchers are now examining how this technology might be used to combat other diseases, including malaria, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. Another project that caught my eye is Daylight. Daylight is a custom-built digital banking system developed for the LGBTQ+ community. By listening to and understanding this demographic, project leaders are addressing this community's specific banking-related dilemmas. Like, for example, allowing transgender individuals to have their chosen name on their bank card rather than their legal name. So synthesizing all this information, a lot of which is very sensitive and personal in nature, has created an inclusive offering for the LGBTQ+ community.
So it really shows the variety that's on this year's list. So, Brantlee, I want to ask you about project management and the role it played in making these projects a reality. What did you all notice about how they were able to do what they did in such a challenging time that we're in?
Project managers live by something called the Iron Triangle, where the objective is to deliver a project on time, on budget, and in scope. Change happens through projects, and projects are the way that we turn our ideas into reality. So imagine the last 20 months where workplaces and teams have had to adapt to remote or hybrid working. Project managers are usually looked upon to help navigate this uncertainty, to guide people through the change while continuing to deliver outcomes and value. And we can't underestimate the critical role that power skills play, things like collaborative leadership and an innovative mindset, and to a great degree, empathy in how our work gets done. A leader who possesses a strong set of power skills can spell the difference between a project's success or failure.
Well, that's such a great point. Brantlee, I love documentaries. I love being able to see how things happen, what is it that helped them get where they get, so I can apply some of that for ourselves. How can we take some of these examples and apply them to our own projects?
Well, we probably use project management skills throughout our day, whether we have the title project manager or not. You can consider things like listing and prioritizing your schedule or the things you need to get done, maybe checking in on others. How are your teammates managing in this working environment, or are your family members getting the care they need? A really important one is to have a growth mindset. Be open to learning new skills. Employers are actively looking for talent who are open and willing to learn. And there's so many online learning tools for those who are curious. We've made some of our own courses available at no cost since the pandemic began. So through these projects, and the people involved in their success, and it's truly something by which we can all be inspired.
A lot of great information. It's great to have a snapshot of this year's list. Again, everyone, we have Brantlee Underhill on with us, Project Management Institute, PMI, talking with us about this year's 50 most influential projects. And Brantlee, where can our audience go for more information?
To view the complete top 50 projects list along with the industry and region-specific list, or maybe you want to nominate a project of your own for the 2022 edition, visit mip.pmi.org.
All right. Brantlee, once again, it's great to talk to you. We had you on earlier this year talking about the need for caregivers. Glad to have you on as we're wrapping up this year, talking with us about these influential projects, and looking forward to our next conversation together.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome, and we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our News You Can Use segment. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live, and let's go make today amazing. Take care.